Why does Euclidean geometry work so well for us? It's because lots of things in our lives can be represented by these objects, and then we can make a model based on that. For example, a pencil is a great is a great object that represents a line segment, right? Because it's got a certain length, but you could stretch it on forever, and that would be a line. Coffee mug. Without the handle, it's a nice cylinder, right? So we have all of these different shapes that we have out there that can be represented in real life. Like the wall behind me is a plane. The thumbtacks holding my poster on the wall are points on the plane. So that's with these kinds of problems. That's what they're trying to get you to do. They're trying to get you to understand that there's a connection between all these what may seem like random dots and lines that we draw on our page. They have a representation in the real world which allow us to do things. So, example 2, model points, lines, and planes, and we're going to name the geometric terms modeled by the objects in the picture. And we're going to focus on the ones that are highlighted with those pink lines because that's what they give us information about, and we can describe it in geometric terms. There are, of course, more things. So, point G is a thumbtack. It's holding that piece of paper on the little piece of corkboard there. That piece of paper is like a plane, and we can say there, so the paper is plane G H, and we can choose any other of those points because G and H are not collinear, so J or F would work for us. I'm going to choose J. And then the edge of the paper, well, we've talked about point, we talked about plane. The other term that we've learned so far is line, so I should find some sort of line there. There's a couple to choose from. One thing that's important to note here is that H is that point there. You know what? Let me do it in yellow to make it a little bit easier to see. H is the point of where those two lines intersect each other. So is J. F is down here. G is over here. So if you take a look at it, there's 3 pink lines on the page. Those are all edges. So we can say the edges of the paper are lines. Specifically, GH, HJ, and JF. Now, it's important to say here that the order of the letters doesn't matter. Like I could say JF or FJ. Either one of those things are the same exact line. I'm just naming it in a slightly different pattern. There are ways that are more convenient when you get into more problems, but really it all comes down to are you choosing the correct points to represent the object? Order will matter for a couple things, but not right away. More in the next video.